It's the Libra new moon, everyone, and your appreciation is going up. We're going to talk about the Libra new moon and how it's a new energy for the next 14 days to get into your pleasing aesthetics, understanding fashion, culture, and the appreciation of art, and how bringing more beauty to where Libra is in your chart is going to enhance your life towards its luxuries and helping you to refine your own artistic eye and creative vision. So, Libra in your chart is where you get out of mediocrity. And this is the path of new beginnings for you starting today and for the next 14 days. Where Libra is in your chart, we get out of what is outdated and we come into places where we can find more style. Where Libra is in your chart is a chance for you to have a new style. You can birth new styles and arrange your creative vision and pull yourself out of mediocrity where Libra is in your chart. This new moon gives you a chance to look at what it is that is outdated in that area of your chart and start to bring new politics to what you want to reign supreme as your new style. For example, if you have Libra in the first house, your new style might be connected to how you present yourself. You might be realizing that there's something that's old and outdated, and you're ready to take on this new way of presenting yourself. By the politics of what is old and outdated, you'll know exactly what it is that is your new style. Or, for example, if you have Libra in the fourth house, this is a space of interior design to your home and living space. It may be a time where you're seeing that there is old energy that is outdated, maybe an old couch or old curtains, and it's time to uplift that style in your house. Bringing more luxury into your home life can help enhance how you show up in the world because your home is a space that nurtures you so that you can prepare for the world. These examples show to you that where Libra is in your chart is where life expands through refined taste in things. You get to decide what that is. So, how do you do this? It's through the path of your own politics. Where Libra is in your chart, there are certain politics that show you what is not pleasing to you anymore. Yeah, so Libra represents politics as well because it's connected to creating policies to the courtroom and cultivating new laws where things are no longer suited for humanity. Libra in your chart is where you can discover your new politics. Where Libra is in your chart, you may have certain things that are just no good for you. For example, with having Libra in the second house, you may have certain politics around what is true self value that need to change. And this could be really different depending on who you are. It may not be the same as everyone else. For example, where some might be like, you need to charge everybody for everything that you offer. Your new politics might be, actually, I want to offer complimentary gift to certain people so that they really get the value before they even invest. So, as you can see, it's not about right and wrong with Libra politics. It's actually about balance. Politics come in when something is out of balance. And the new style that we bring out of the imbalance is the new aesthetic, the new beauty that Libra wants to bring forth. So you get to decide what that is, where the politics are showing up as unpleasing things where Libra is in your chart. Another fruitful thing that is happening with this new moon is that Libra truly is about relationships. And I bet you haven't noticed that it's actually very popular to live in a world where we are happy to be single. And there's nothing wrong with that. But Libra shows to us where we may have the courage to be more vulnerable and to have trust in others and at least believe that at least one person is out there to support you and stand for you. Just like how a defender is there in the courtroom, or a prosecutor who's standing up against the person who has created some sort of incrimination. The idea of having a partnership is often seen as romance, but you can see it as a true legal bind where somebody is there to defend you and protect you. When we understand this with Libra, we actually are more open to having those more serious partnerships. This is the area of your chart where serious partnerships are essential because you need someone who can have your back. And so this new moon gives a chance for you to see where you are supported and who it is that can support you. For example, if you have Libra in the third house, this might be a time where you're discovering that your partnerships are willing to write a mean letter or show communication in a way that really eloquently shows up for you and defends you on your behalf. If you have Libra in the fifth house, this might be a chance where a partnership introduces you to new art and new creative ways that you can express yourself. If you have Libra in the sixth house, a new partnership can give you new employment opportunities or promotional opportunities in your work field and profession. If you have new partnerships in the seventh house, as classically the house of Libra, this could mean that you are actually seeing how you and your partner create and combine your love and romance with a true legal defense, that you're really there to commit, there to appreciate each other, to uplift one another, and to defend one another. So, in partnerships with this Libra new moon, we're here to cultivate more of what we want out of our partnerships. It's often easy to be scared of them because we haven't really decided, well, what is it that I really need and want out of a partnership? When you start to have this clarity, you actually start to open yourself up to not always being in the kingdom of singledom, and you're actually willing to have somebody else that you could trust and see your commitment to for a long time. So, where Libra is in your chart, you're cultivating new forms of commitment and understanding that you're not just committing to somebody else, but you're committing to your own version and how that person helps you and how you help them with theirs. So, a part of this Libra new moon is initiating some of these new ideas into your life and using where Libra is in your chart to enhance that. If we look at commitment, we can really see how in the seventh house, somebody who has Libra in the seventh house might really start to take more responsibility in where they show up as committed instead of being fearful that the other partner isn't committed, for example. Another example is Libra in the eighth house, where you're showing up to be more committed to your transformation and understanding that, especially with Libra in the eighth house, where you could focus a lot on your traumas and be fearful of the things that brought you to those traumas, specifically another person, you're actually recommitting yourself and finding that you can be more vulnerable and open up to a new person and find trust again with someone else. If you have Libra in the ninth house, you may understand that commitment is something that is bigger than you, that maybe you can't even see how great and how much other people are watching you, as you choose to commit to something. Or you may even commit to putting your word out there, because that ninth house has ties to publishing and getting people to see your literary works. So, in understanding commitment, we can see that we can commit to things not just with another person, but also in certain areas of life. So, this is a chance to recommit where Libra is in your chart, and our relationship to commitment has to be healed through the things that were mentioned before, with where we're afraid to please others and we can run away from partnerships. We could be afraid to be trapped into something that we said we're going to do and we don't want to do it. So this helps you to go back to those formulas, which I do have in the worksheets, in which you basically understand your politics and understand the new commitments you're making through those politics. So, an example of this might be creating new commitments through the politics of Libra in the 10th house, which might be your public image. And let's say that you have certain politics that have said you won't talk about this topic, or you won't reveal this part of you because of your public image, or you're actually Some of you may be the opposite, where it's like you've been too revealing and you're realizing that the politics need to change, and so that's where you make those changes on how much you reveal and how much you hold back if you have Libra in the 10th house. And so you may recommit to whichever one it is, holding back or being more revealing. If you have Libra in the 11th house, this might be a lot of politics around hierarchies and your positions amongst like friend groups and alliance groups where they can rate you and put you into certain boxes depending on your talents, depending on even your ability to create art in some way. So if you have Libra in the 11th house, you may have been ranked, you may be dealing with a ranking, and so you might be recommitting yourself to the politics of how you want to be ranked or how you want to be understood amongst the many. And if you have Libra in the 12th house, you might be recommitting yourself to some sort of unseen faith or unseen journey that others don't know about, but you specifically know it is there as a therapy or a healthy means of doing that. You may even have certain politics around phobias or drug use, like for medication or self medication, and discovering or addictions, and discovering how you can change your politics to create a more pleasing aesthetic for recovering and not and lessening your addictions. So where Libra is in your chart, it's there to make things more beautiful. And this new moon gives you the chance to do that. I say that the shadow of Libra is where we're afraid to people please, and we often just run away from partnerships. We run away from things because we're afraid to get trapped, we're afraid to lose ourselves. And then at the same time, pleasing is still an essential part of Libra, because when we get through the politics of it all and we understand what we want to solve, it's going to be something that is very pleasing to us. So really understanding that it's coming from the pleasing yourself through these things, and how much that informs your politics and who you trust to take the journey with you. If you guys would like to go into these formulas in the worksheets, check the link down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.